Hello there! Kyle Katarn here,
And the Bendu.
coming back for another reaction to The Bad Batch.
That's right.
Season 3.
Yeah.
The third and final season of this show. I've grown to really, really love it. And you know, I will admit right off the bat that when this show first got announced, I was one of the people that was like, who's this show for? You know, out of all the shows that could be making The Bad Batch, who cares? And wow, have I changed my opinion over the last two seasons, dude. This is such a good, some of my favorite Star Wars, honestly.
It became very clear, I thought, like, halfway through season 1, that it was like, yeah, we got introduced to these characters in other shows to kind of just allude to, like, you know, a spec ops team. But then, like, just the way that the show and the characters themselves grew, it definitely became more of an emphasis on the world building. And really
totally, the time period, you know?
Yeah, and it's like, the Clone Wars obviously was very focused on the clones and that time period, whereas like with the Bad Batch, this is something that really more so emphasizes the between times, the between wars, like
the changing of the galaxy.
To, like, yeah, like why don't we see that many like senior citizen old timey clones like we do with like Rex and Wolf in, you know, with Rebels, like, but this gives us that.
Yeah, how come they're the only ones?
Yeah, and it shows us truly also the transition of like the Empire becoming like, oh no, we promise we're going to put things together. We're going to put down the Separatists. We're going to give you this whole beautiful, shiny galactic empire. And then you just really find out that it's like, no, it's going to be full of subjugation. It's going to be full of key codes and like genetic experimentation. Ultimately, I think is what this season's going to break down to, which is crazy.
Dude,
it's still a kid's show. But, like, we're breaking into heavy, like, World War II sort of level shit.
Oh, they're going places. I mean, if you think about the Clone Rebellion, like, even in Legends, it was a very dark kind of event with a very dark ending. And I think that's the way we're headed here again. And, like, yeah, like, inventing the chain codes, getting to see that getting, like, implemented into society for the first time. Like, I'm that kind of nerd that I think that, like, seeing the details shift, like, that's what fascinates me the most. Seeing how we get from clone troopers to TK to stormtroopers, like... And this show is full of it, you know? The transition period of, like, the rise of the Empire. It's, like, fascinating from, like, a history standpoint, as well as just the dynamic of these characters is so fun. We ended on a dark place, though, last season, man. Like, this show's, like, Tech died, obviously. Omega and Crosshair are both locked up in Tantus right now. Things are not looking good. And so, knowing that this is the final season, and we're already kind of beat down... We could be in for a rough time emotionally with these guys.
This is very true because we have like what 16 episodes, 12 episodes. Like they gave us a very hearty chunk for this season, and it's like I'm very like curious myself if for these first 3 episodes, are they gonna go jump straight into the heavy stuff, or are they gonna be like try to like err a little bit on the lighthearted like regular Bad Batchness? But, like you said, and we were just talking about this before we started recording, Tech died during Plan 99, which was the season finale of Season 2. And, like, we were kind of joking, we were continuing to joke around, like, dude, Winter Soldier Tech, like, Tech could have totally survived. And it's like, one, I totally forgot that it was Tarkin's Winter, like, Switzerland ski lodge home that they completely blew up. And, like, Saw Gerrera was completely, like, in the basement, disguised as stormtroopers, just, like, fucking putting C4 charges everywhere. Like, absolutely crazy.
If a Rebel Cell's got a plan, you can trust Saw Gerrera to show up and, like, fuck up that plan with his own Rebel action.
Like, without any sort of, like, prior talking. Like, it was complete by accident that Saw Gerrera was even there. But 3, I forgot that there was, like, the whole entire train car that, like, followed Tech to the ground. So it's like, Tech could have survived. At the same time, he would have needed to dodge that train rail car, like, coming right on top of him.
Even if he survives the fall, like, immediately.
He still has to survive a heavy object impact, for sure.
When you're falling that far, though, like, you can drift a little bit as you're going down. Maybe they didn't land in the exact same place. Maybe he got lucky that way. It was 100%. Pretty windy up there,
he umbrellaed out. Yeah, exactly. But it's true. So, like, a lot of heavy stuff. Tantus with showing
I love
like
the
there's
Tantus,
like
man. I love it.
Dude, there's like what three important objects in the ideas of like people locked up at Tantus right now. We have the giant Zillow beast or the adolescent Zillow beast that's in the basement.
That is there.
Absorbed.
That is on Tantus. Yes, it's in the building.
Yeah, dude. All the Kaminoan scientists and some of the diplomats are being held as political prisoners there, and now Omega's there. So it's like there's so much experimental like science shit going on in the heavy prison. Like,
and Omega has at least one sister that we've met in the facility too, like right at the end. So I think we're going to learn a lot more about her, like her lineage and what role she plays in all this. You know, because we never really have found out the purpose of her.
Shit. That's right, because she's like older. She's an older version of her. That's right. But she doesn't. Well, we don't know the other Empire knows. So I don't know. I'm about to get ready to jump.
There's too much speculation. There's too much hype. Like I have to just watch it. You know, we know that it's out now. We have to just dive into this thing. Before we do, the biggest of shout outs to Nerd Chronic for sneaking this reaction past the blockade for us. Nerd Chronic edits all of our reactions and he cuts them down to 10 minutes in length. So you really only get the choice cuts. But there's a lot of reaction that unfortunately gets left on the editing room floor. So if you want to check those out, you can go over to the Patreon. There's a link in the description of the video and watch the full-length, uncut versions of all of these reactions. This stream brought to you by Coca-Cola.
I know, right? Goddamn. That was my bad.
Well, the final season is upon us, and as nervous as I am, I have to say the words. Are you ready, best friend?
Dude, I mean, there's so much that's going to happen this season. Between the Ventress resurrection, all the bounty hunters.
I forgot the Ventress is going to show up. I've been so hyped about everything else.
There's so much.
Can't handle it.
Space Florida, gators. I'm pumped. It's 3 episodes. The fact that they gave us 3 episodes on the intro night. I also want to specify, I am really happy that we planned ahead of time to not watch all of these at midnight, that we gave ourselves until the following day to rest and recoup so that we can get
for the record, we're watching this in the early evening because we're both old and cranky and things happen to us after midnight. So
yeah. Fine. But I'm awesome. Queued up and ready to go, best friend.
Do it!
On final approach, but visibility is limited.
Oh!
Dude, this lightning storm looks incredible.
They're just flexing us now with this animation.
Like the cinders that were falling off the tail
end. The debris.
Shit.
Relax. The lurker hounds keep them.
Yeah, the
lurker hounds. Oh, is that a lurker hound?
Oh, dude, it's a fucking T-Rex.
Negative.
Damn, we're just gonna leave them to their fate.
If they're past the perimeter, then they're as good as dead.
Dick. Here she is.
Dude, what a juxtaposition.
It is a nice view, honestly.
Right? But you're in
prison. You have a worse view from your cell.
How are you feeling today?
Like a prisoner.
You look like a prisoner.
Leave.
It will take time to adjust, but you will acclimate. It is far safer in here than out there.
I would love it if that was like Michelle Ong's older sister doing the voice. Did he see her?
Like, maybe?
Can you at least tell me where my brothers are?
I do not know.
If she did know, they'd be in cells right now.
How come I never saw you on Camino?
Because I was sent elsewhere. Until Dr. Hemlock took me under his wing. He saw potential in me.
If she's Hemlock's protege, I bet she's like psycho. If he's the one that like basically raised her.
Oh, so this is that part of the trailer. Okay, that makes sense.
How much you want to bet that if you don't pass that scan, they turn into hard light and just slice you?
Bro, that'd be so Resident Evil. Oh, shit.
There she is. Nala Se. I have very complicated feelings about after her monologue last season.
Omega, your sample was taken.
Mm-hmm. Emery said it was routine.
Did she just delete the sample?
Delete that shit.
What
Why
are you doing?
are you discarding it?
Tell no one. It is safer this way.
This research.
But she's trying to keep Omega off the books.
Not like what we did on Camino.
Bro, she sounds.
It is not.
This could be me reaching for straws, but she sounds malnourished.
Experiments on the specimens have yet to yield the desired result.
What's the desired result?
What
Is it?
specimens?
Not cloned.
Could they be Jedi? Is this an M count experiment? They're trying to get that force sensitivity cloning? Yeah, this is Palpatine's backup plan being built right now.
Fuck yeah.
Those are some intense lasers. All
What are
right,
we-
this is the
what are we
highest
going
of
to see?
security areas right here. Hey. Oh, these are the lurker hounds. Okay. Damn. I bet the collar emits a signal that he, like, is compelled to follow. It's like an involuntary thing. So Hemlock's out here being Mr. Burns. He's like, release the hounds. Like, he's just got these lurker beasts ready to go.
You still won't eat the food, huh? I don't blame you.
When she busts out of here, I hope she takes this thing with her. Oh, she gave him her nuggies.
Oh my god, those are totally chicken nuggets.
I'll bring you more tomorrow.
He's like, they're goddamn carnivores, and the Empire's got them eating kibble. Come on.
You shouldn't be down here at all.
Well, how else are we going to plan an escape?
There is no we.
Yeah, man, they've broken him.
Not every clone is your ally.
Especially not one who's been like the protege of Hemlock himself.
Maybe you don't trust enough.
She's got a point too, though. That is kind of her superpower, is like bringing people together. Man, Crosshair made his own choices, but I still feel so bad for him.
I'll find it.
Right? I think that just shows that we're able to show sympathy and empathy towards a character, but recognize that it's like, you fucked up, man.
And Omega isn't losing her hope. And like, yeah, it's true that even with after everything, she hadn't seen what he's seen, but that's also what makes her special, you know? The nugget stash.
God, that's gross. I wonder if she's
Confirmed.
like collecting the hay.
Oh, she made a new Lula.
Lula, yeah. It's like she has to be building something.
See, even here, even in these stark surroundings, it's not going to stop her from being a kid and having a toy and like decorating her room. Omega's will is stronger than this place, and that's why she's not going to lose hope.
I'll grab my Lula this weekend.
Got mine right here.
Oh wait! Oh fuck! That was oh shit! Did you see how many dates or like how many scratches were on the wall? That was the time skip.
Yeah, they just jumped it up, and you can tell because her hair's different now too.
Good morning, Omega.
Good morning.
Let's begin.
Did you catch how many more days were on there?
5. It looked like 5 more rows. If it's 5.
And now look, now she's not even acknowledging him now. She's not even looking his way because she has a plan, and she's trying not to draw attention. I think these poor beasts.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
At least like throw him a clone. What happened?
Hey, my next one! Hurry! Bitch is hurt.
LH-201 sustained injury.
Oh, his name's
during
Batcher?
rapid patrol. If her wounds do not heal, the subject will be terminated.
Oh.
Do something to help her!
It is not part of my programming.
Damn.
Like, is this going to be what it takes to make her break out of here to save Batcher?
I need to clean your wound for it to get better. It'll only hurt for a second, so
Use the
put
force.
those teeth away and behave.
Oh, she's so cute.
Interstellar Mary Poppins.
What is your primary objective?
Escape?
Then stop wasting time on lost causes.
Not without you.
If I get the chance to escape, I wouldn't think twice about leaving you behind.
You're lying. I'm not giving up, Crosshair. I won't let you either.
He already has.
Don't risk anything for me. I belong in here.
None of us belong in here.
Oh, your little mullet ponytail, girl.
She sees it as Crosshair feeling sorry for himself, but what he's trying to tell her is, I cannot be rehabilitated. That's the way I see it. Oh, what is this?
What's going on?
Surprise inspection. Bring it here.
Oh, what?
We've been over this before, Omega. Personal items are forbidden.
Why?
Dispose of it.
Please, Emery.
It is for your own good. Come.
It's fucked
We
up.
have work to do.
Emery might not want to do that, but there are 2 clone commandos standing in the room listening to this conversation, so she kind of has to.
The M count was severely diminished in the process. If we do not match or exceed the specimen's original count, it is a failure.
Okay, so confirmed. They're trying to transfer a Force sensitive into a new body.
I would hate to think you were intentionally delaying this advancement.
You should not question my loyalty to science.
And we shall soon see if the Emperor is as understanding as I am.
The Emperor's coming here. They've completed a successful transfer. That's going to get his attention. He's going to want to come see the results.
Hey, Batcher.
Well, Batcher's looking better.
Look at you. You're almost at 100%.
Did you not
Oh my
read the
God,
schedule
look at that
for
face.
today? LH-201 has been slated for termination.
No!
The creature's recent domesticated disposition has been deemed a liability.
It's
Damn!
my fault, not hers.
It is protocol.
Okay, here we go. Come on, Omega. Junk that stupid droid. Ah, shit. Okay. Yikes. That'll do it.
Batcher, come. Now you need to run away and not come back, okay? And try not to bite anyone.
I don't think Batcher's gonna leave her side. Batcher wants more
I
nuggies.
can't go with you yet. I have to get Crosshair first.
Nah, bro, you gotta fucking run.
Batcher, go!
Bro, you're doing exactly what Crosshair's. This is the
Yeah, he said don't risk anything for me. She's gonna risk everything for him.
This is the metaphor.
Breaking the rules, I see.
Oh, fuck.
And releasing a weak Lurkahound into the wild. Even our strongest Lurkahounds struggle against what's beyond these walls. And your domestication of LH-201 only made her vulnerable.
That's gaslighting as fuck, bro.
I know, right? Ugh.
Gaslighting as fuck.
You brought me here to make Nala say cooperate. You need her. She won't work for you if you hurt me.
Of course, I'm not gonna hurt you,
That's unfortunate.
Omega. Your friend in the detention block, however, may not be as
Damn, I
fortunate.
thought they were gonna threaten Crosshair like that.
Actions always have consequences. Sometimes not in the ways we imagine. Take her back to her room and restrict her access.
That line's gonna come back around. He just described his own downfall. Oh, she's got the toy.
Go away.
She's giving it back. Now she has to listen to Batcher get ripped apart by some animal out there.
Dude, right? Like,
Man. Okay, good. He's alive. She's fine. It's a great shot.
it almost sounds like a Jurassic Park.
Damn. Damn, Omega's going through it, man. And we're back. Just like that. We're back in it. Whew, that was good. We didn't check in on any of our other characters. The whole thing was centered around Omega and Tantus and what's going on with her there. And I'm very curious now what's going on with the rest of Clone Force 99 at this point, you know? Are they mounting a rescue? Are they getting close? I guess we're going to find out on the next episode. But what did you think? What did you think of this premiere of Season 3?
It was a very solid intro. There was the whole thing very much had like its own rhythm throughout the whole episode. It was very like kind of Orphan Annie in a way, but there was still
How so?
much going on, and like we already got a lot of things confirmed that what they were doing with
the cloning. Let's talk about the cloning, the
testing,
M counts,
cloning and everything. The M
So,
count, like
Palpatine's trying to set up his backup bodies, and he needs them to be fully force sensitive when he transfers his consciousness to them. What are they using as a test subject? Are they using like a Palpatine clone that they already created, or are they using like Jedi prisoners and trying to clone them? Like, what are their high M count specimens that they're using? Because Hemlock talked about the original specimen. They said the original specimen needs to retain its M count after transfer. What's the original? Is it a piece of Palpatine
himself? Oh, I'm sure it's him. Like,
dude, what do they have behind those ratios? Is there like a little baby Palpatine in there or something that they're using just as a test model?
Actually, that's a good point. So,
is it the Emperor himself, just like sitting in a folding chair with like shit hooked up to his arm over there?
Dude, what if it's Luke?
Is he actually in there?
What if it's Luke's hand? What if it's
Luke's
his
hand?
Sky City? Like, what if it's Luke's Cloud City hands just in a fucking jar?
That's not getting cut off for another 18 years, Bendu.
We don't.
Unless he plucked it out of the world between worlds and put it there.
That's true, right?
Which, God, what a 4D chess move
so
that
like,
would be.
I mean, so Palpatine. So either A, yes, right. So Palpatine, because there was a very short story in Star Wars Visionaries that the art team for Revenge of the Sith put out, where it was called Synthesis, and it was one of the stories that really emphasized more of like Palpatine doing a lot of Sith alchemy stuff, and part of that had to do like some weird like reverse Ouroboros thing where he had to summon this giant like snake centipede worm thing, and like he had to fight it and like had to get the caterpillar to like eat him, and then he was able, like once he was digested in the worm, he was able to blow up the worm from the inside, and then like he came out like fully like restored in his like, you know, in his 50s, but like he looked like his regular Shiv Palpatine self versus like his like mummified, like after doing some heavy Sith alchemy.
He gave himself a refresh. He like turned the clock back on himself a little bit.
So like maybe the Palpatine like we see in the later movies could be some like a clone.
Well, because in his fight with Mace Windu, like he didn't just get, like I assumed he just got like visually damaged, but like he probably had some sort of like life-altering sustained injuries from that lightning. Like it didn't just melt his skin; it probably fucked up his internal organs really bad. And I always kind of assumed he just used like dark side powers and Sith magic to extend his life past his natural life, because like he was already in like his 50s when he took those injuries, and I feel like if he didn't have the force to sustain him, he would have died from that lightning.
That's true.
You know, like an average Joe could not have deflected that much lightning back into his own face. Like,
because
so I always assumed that Palpatine was just using Sith magic to do that. But what if it's a series of technological achievements developed on Tantus that have been keeping him going all this time? You know,
either that or B, like something had to have gone wrong to where the entire project gets scrapped. Because even in the Mando, like in Mandalorian, like the whole premise of Grogu getting kidnapped was the continuation of the M count experiments, and like you know,
and I kind of got the feeling that he had like taken all that stuff from like a warehouse, like it was all in storage. Like Hemlock's plan's going to go belly up, everything's going to get totally destroyed. Maybe in the rescue attempt, Tantus itself will get like destroyed, and then the project will be stalled, and all that stuff just gets put in storage somewhere. And because Gideon had ISB clearance, he found all the cloning stuff and kickstarted the project like decades later. But
and then it's I mean, or
this project is going to survive.
Or just continues on, right? Because we still get the Snoke clones, we still get all the First Order stuff. So it's like this.
We still have no idea how Snoke fits in when the first Snoke arrives. Like we don't know that yet.
This could be that. Like tank babies gotta start somewhere. S2 babies gotta start somewhere. But it's like, why is Hemlock missing a fucking hand? like, plot twist. What if Hemlock is, like, part Palpatine?
A Palpatine clone?
Like, or just part Palps in general. Like,
he could be a Palpatine clone that just didn't successfully have a high M count, which is why he can't use the Force, and that's why he's missing all that stuff, you know? Because he was regrown from a missing limb, you know?
Yeah. But that's our bullshit, like, that's, like, not...
Yeah, we have no idea. We have no idea what we're talking about here. This is all speculation.
That's the tabloid speculation to answer, yeah. Yeah.
Conjecture. Awesome. Well, the answers are waiting for us. We've got 2 more episodes to dive into right freaking now. So what do you say we get going on those? Thanks so much for watching, everybody. This has been our reaction to Bad Batch Season 3, Episode 1. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed it. Check out the full-length, uncut version of this reaction on Patreon. There's a link in the description of the video. This reaction was edited by Nerd Chronic to comply with fair use. If you want to check out the full-length, uncut version of this reaction, it's available on Patreon. There's a link in the description of the video. Thanks again, and as always, may the Force be with you.